everybody? It is Christian back with another video, and I made a short about this topic here. It's Genesis 3:19, and in this video I want to go over it because I got some comments. I was curious. I'm sure you're curious if you're watching this video, and I finally figured out what it meant, or kind of like the basis of what it means. But before we get into the actual meaning of this, I'm gonna read the verse and you guys can let me know what you think as well, or maybe your first initial thought on this, because I was a little confused. So Genesis 3:19 says, "By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground. Since from it you were taken, for dust you are, and to dust you will return." So initially I was thinking about this, I was kind of like, oh, this pretty much means if you work hard, you're gonna be able to eat bread. And if you don't work hard, you're pretty much gonna suffer. I kind of read it like that. That's how I seen it when I first read it. But we have a comment here from Lucas Michaels. So shout out to you for commenting. It says, the verse is addressing Adam specifically, but it's showing how sin is what caused humans to have to work for survival and also death, both being punishments. Because let's be honest, not a lot of people like working. It's a pain most of the time. And I don't think anyone wants to die, but we do want to end up in heaven, obviously. But not a lot of people want to die. I kind of noticed that because it was talking about Genesis, or not Genesis, it was talking about Adam, how he pretty much got a curse, and this was pretty much the curse. But let's read another one. This is from Where is Milk? Well, with how Bible describes marriage roles, I'd say that it's just for us men. As we're supposed to be the providers, women aren't supposed to have to work for the food, we are. And I believe this day and age, a lot of people don't go by that anymore. I try to, but it is super expensive now, unfortunately. But you know what? I'm working hard. I'm trying to figure it out because I don't want my girl working, man. I really don't like the thought of it. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of that way too. I mean, I don't think God intended for the girls to be working. It was mainly for the guys to provide and to work hard. So they talk about this pretty much in Timothy 5:8. It says along the lines, if anyone does not provide for his own, and especially for those of his household, he has denied the faith and is worse than an unbeliever. So I think that's a crazy verse as well. I mean, I think it's true though. You should be working for your family. You should be working as hard as possible at all times because this is our only life. Why not work hard? Why not just achieve these things? You know, God bless us with this life. Obviously, if it's in His will, we'll succeed if we work hard. But if not, either way, we need to work for our family because we need to survive. Jesus obviously will give us what we need. But again, we can't just do nothing and expect Him to bless us because that's not really how it works. You have to work hard. You have to give Him something to work with. That's what my fiance's mom said. And I didn't understand for a while. Till just recently. I'm gonna do one last comment. This dude's name is Bro Literally Made You. Yeah, we're made by God. The whole point is that humanity, Adam and Eve at that point, he's referring to Adam and Eve, were taken care of regarding necessities because God gave them everything. But as punishment, God stopped babying them and made them work hard for their reward. It's a broader metaphor for how humanity suffers futility due to our sin. Not because God hates us, because He doesn't hate us whatsoever. He wants the best for us. But if we're gonna just do things in His face that He knows is a sin, He knows that we didn't really think anything of Him. You know, we just do whatever we desire. It's not like God's gonna let it slide, you know what I mean? He gets us in some way, man. So let's keep reading. It's because He disciplines us, and it's true. He's a great Father. He's not gonna let anything slide. I was hearing someone talk about this earlier where pretty much, you know how people ride their bikes when they're kids and they fall off of it, they hit their head, whatever, and then their dad pretty much picks them up, puts them back on it, and tries to teach them the right way to do it. This is pretty much what God does for us. You know, we fail a lot of times and we make a lot of mistakes, but He keeps picking us up and He keeps guiding us the right way. But it's up to us if we're going to listen to Him or not, because a lot of people won't listen to Him. And I've experienced it too. There's things that He showed signs in my life. I didn't listen. And what happened? I hit my head. But you know what? He picked me right back up, and you have to correct it. So let's continue. It said, because he disciplines us. This was only for Adam in context, but we see in verses like Romans 8:20-22 that this punishment extends to all humanity, not just man. I love how he, actually brung it back out the response in scripture, and he kind of explained it so people could understand. I think he did a good job on that, and I think that was a great response, so shout out to him. And yeah, I believe this is kind of like what I thought in the beginning. It's not exactly that, because it was mainly intended for Adam, but all humanity goes through this. This happens with everyone. I believe you have to work hard to get the bread that you need to survive. It's true. I mean, if you guys don't think it's true, I'm pretty sure you do. It's absolutely true. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you understood this verse. They definitely helped me out in the comments. So let me know down below, did you enjoy this video? If not, whatever. I hope you guys had a blessed day. I hope you guys continue having blessed days. And if you guys need help with anything, please comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace, my friends.